we go. Yeah, I'm running a little late today.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, should be live any moment.
Okay. Let me do that.
Easy cracker, take 2, but it's still one take theater because we haven't stopped the camera. All right. Did I have it? So this is on that. This should be on the bottom.
Okay, cool. Got that. Hello, Regatta, Beatmaster, Becky, Corbin. They should all see us now.
Okay, good.
It's live without sound. What? What?
It's live with sound.
Oh. Oh, good.
Right.
Oh, the humanity. Okay, good.
Hey, Magoo. Bum, bum, bum.
Hello, Alexis does Minecraft. In the Twitch chat.
No Easter themes.
Nope, nothing. Oh, thank you, Becky. I'm a little sick.
Oh no!
Yeah, I don't. It's like becoming a
tradition.
yeah, I know, like a bad joke. It's coming back.
Oh my word!
I don't know what I can't tell. I can never tell the difference between a cold and a flu, or even allergies. So I assume that I'm catching different types of things. So,
okay.
I don't know what it is.
Happy birthday, Captain J.
Oh, happy birthday.
Chad. Oh, Eternal Ozzy. We have your video today.
Oh, nice.
$57, 3 years from when you stopped saying what age you are. It's funny you said that, Spring Roll, because on the news tonight, David Muir was up at the Peeps factory.
Oh, fun.
So we can go live anytime you want.
Let's do it. So, 2 gadgets.
Yeah, two new gadgets and a makeover.
And a
redo.
Do-over. And then the last from the garden month. We are recording in 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 2 brand new gadgets and a gadget redo. Oh my gosh. 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have two brand new gadgets and a gadget redo, a makeover, and my gadget from the end of Garden Month. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, the physician of gadgets. I may need a physician sometime soon.
I can hear.
How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing better than you. Oh my gosh. You seem to be 2 weeks healthy, 1 week sick. 2 weeks healthy.
You know, I remember way back in the day, I had a friend who constantly got sick. And I constantly thought to myself, like, well, now, I never saw the evidence. So I was like, you are playing hooky. I just know you are. And then here I am. It's like, gosh, it seems like all the time I come down with something. Get that snuffy nose.
Now, were you away again? I can't even remember. Since the last show?
No. My dad was here, but I don't think I caught it from him. Yeah, no, nothing recently. I don't know what it is. It's very frustrating. I wish I knew. Now, I did not get my flu shot this year. And so maybe that has something to do with it. Also,
maybe, although the flu is waning. It's,
yeah.
You know.
And it was real bad, and I felt like I also got it. So sometimes I feel like, you know, if you catch it, then you're good for that season. And then, you know, I've been trying to take allergy medicine on top of my normal, like, cold remedy stuff. So I was maybe hoping that it was allergies and not another cold. But I don't know. I just caught something again. Yeah. It's like, it makes me worry about my immune system. Like, why do I keep getting sick? Yeah, exactly. So anyway. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for coming and bearing up through the show.
Woohoo! Yeah, and we have a pretty cool episode. And
we do.
One redo. Which we'll
one redo. Oh yeah, well, we'll jump right into it so that we can get you out of here and into bed. Okay, so the first one is an interesting storage cabinet, and all the details are in this video.
Oop, if I wasn't sick, I could start the video. There we go.
Dickie Bartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. We're going to talk about storage of little parts, okay? So I have a lot of little connectors, and when I saw this storage unit, I thought this is great because in addition to the little drawers, it has big wide drawers, which are big enough for audio and video connectors. It's from Stack-On. It is their 18-drawer storage cabinet, see-through drawers, but with locking drawers, okay? You've all had the experience, you want something, and you open the drawer, and it's all the way in the back, and so you tilt the thing, and suddenly all the drawers come sliding out, nuts and bolts and screws. So with this, that doesn't happen because the drawers lock. And the locking drawers actually, I realized, create a different problem. I was going to have this mounted in a small area, but unless you have a way, unless you screw it down or use the holes in the back to screw it to the wall, whenever the drawers aren't going to open unless you hold the unit. It has to be bolted down or screwed down because
inconvenient.
These take a lot of pressure to open these. Some of them, yeah, this one. Now, I thought mine was defective until I read the reviews on Amazon, and someone said, how come the track runners for the drawers only go a third of the way in? And I'll show you what it means by that. So Is this weird?
What?
So as they said, I just got it, so I haven't even used it yet. They said if you put heavy things in it, the drawers
it's weird, isn't it?
sag in the back and make make it harder
Super
to pull out.
sad.
Most of the other ones have, the tracks run to the back. So with these, the tracks are very short. So I don't know how this is going to be in operation. It's great looking to my eye. And I like the fact that these drawers are very big. I was going to have one for SD cards and one for little phone connectors. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. It does come with labels, all right, for every drawer. These little guys snap open. These snap open and you can slide the label in there. It's also, I got it on a deal of the day, one of those deal of the day, for $15. But the normal price, here it is over here, we'll go over here, is $29 on Amazon, $29.43. And the company, this company makes tons of stack units. It's called Stackline. They have a 60 drawer unit. So you would really have to bolt that down. And I'll show you on the back of this one again, that in the shop, you could put 4 bolts on and then slide it down so that it would stay in place. But
Wait,
I
those
don't
are
know.
upside
I'm not
down.
crazy about the way
The
these
bottom
drawers
ones.
are designed. So I am going to use it because I'm too lazy to pack it up and ship it back. But I'm in the middle with it. Snap-on is the name of the company. Dick T. Bartola, Man's Menace writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. There's nothing worse than when your drawers are stuck. Bye.
Well, that's a disappointment because
Isn't it?
I really wanted something like that. And so when I saw this in the rundown, I was very, very excited, to be honest. But no, I think I'm going to pass.
I can't. I just don't understand. And the company makes. They
lot.
make safes for guns. They make every kind of. It's a huge company, and in one of the reviews they said that the tracks are only like 1.5 inches long, and then it just hangs out the back.
Yeah, that's real disappointing.
Yeah.
And then something I noticed, and I don't know if there's a photo of this on here, right here. Well, okay, this is difficult to understand because it's upside down.
So,
But it's sideways here. But
Yes.
this is. Well, I may have to go back to your video and show it off there. Is that the hooks to put it onto the wall? One, the larger portion was on the bottom with the thinner on top, and then the other one was the opposite.
It's the opposite. Yes. So I guess if you want to hang it upside down.
Sure. Yeah. Which makes it completely unusable because if you wanted to put all 4, well, it's not completely unusable. You could use only the top, and really not the bottom. But if you wanted to use all 4, you couldn't wedge it
Hang
in
it
such
up.
a way
Yes.
that it would hang
Yes,
up.
exactly. It is, yes.
Yeah.
Cool Geek said, now that is one crappy design. I for a company that seems to be in the thick of making things, it's very strange.
Yeah,
very
for sure.
strange.
And there's a ton of different styles. You know, you got the 16 drawer 24, a large 40, and the 60. And
they vary. Like the 40 has a lot of the wide drawers.
Yeah.
The 60 has none of the wide drawers. I don't know. I've already
disappointing because seriously, you know, I have the same issue in my garage, around the house. Tons of really small little things. Sometimes you get a whole bunch of screws for one project and end up not using them, so it's good to keep them all together without, you know, needing just a box around. Run into that issue all the time, and having a storage drawer that can keep all of that together would be so nice.
Oh, I already gave up on it because I went to push the drawer in and it wouldn't lock, and so I pushed it in real hard, and then it went right through the unit and out the back. It's just
man. Yeah. That's a disappointment.
Disappointing.
Yep, that should have been on Chad's Crappy Corner. That would have gotten the crap seal of approval.
Yes, exactly. All right, so on to something that makes more sense. It has a little drawback, but overall it's pretty decent. and it's a travel gadget, and here it is.
Dick Bartolo, Mads, Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. I cannot get this thing to change the channel on my TV with good reason. Because it has nothing to do with the TV. It's for travel. It's the Urbo, U-R-B-O, if that's how they pronounce it, 3-in-1 travel device, okay? It's a scale.
That's your B.O.
There, let me just
That's it.
hit that little button, okay? It'll go to, it's a scale. Shut that off. And it's a flashlight. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. And it is a 6,000 milliamp charger. I'll show you how the charger works.
And
in
a
minute. It comes in this
taser.
neat little travel pouch, okay? So there's the strap for your luggage. And there's the charging cable. Okay, so, and that's the box. All right, so we'll give it a little test here. And let's go over here. The only thing I have here is a postage scale. So I'm going to take my carry-on bag and put on the scale as best I can. I hope it's not. Oh, the scale just shut off. Goes to zeros, please. Thank you. And... all right, it's coming in at 5 pounds, 10 ounces, and a little bit. I used to work at the post office. That's 10 pounds and a little bit. And we're going to zero the scale out. It's on pounds. So now you take this, put it through the handle, and then this little guy, actually I did it the wrong way. This goes up here, and this clips over that. And then this, there's a little thing in the bottom that this clips onto. And what did we have before? Do you remember? 5 pounds.
10 ounces.
Something like 5
5
pounds, 10 ounces. We keep forgetting. This is 5 pounds, almost 5 pounds, 8 ounces.
Oh.
So it's might be 2 ounces off. Okay. So it's not bad. All right, and then the other thing. Now, one thing that I'm not crazy about. I showed you the flashlight. Is it has a 6,000 milliamp battery charger in here? But in the instructions, there's no way to know how much battery power is in it unless you start to charge something. So this is that little camera light that we use occasionally. So now I'm going to plug the camera light into the charger. See, and now it shows 4 lights.
Huh.
And we can see the blinking green light shows that it's charging this device. And I charged it on my phone before. And I think it's a 2-volt output. Because my phone started charging immediately. And sometimes when you put in an older charger, it says charging slowly. When I used this on my phone, it started charging my phone rather quickly. And we can't demonstrate that because we're actually shooting this video with the phone, the LG G6. It is $25, $24.99. And from the reviews, let me see if I can get it here. There is an earlier model, okay, that one. And I don't think you want that one because that one is just 2,600 milliamps versus 6,000. And as and also it's harder to hang the luggage on it. Someone said buy the new one because the hanger's better. And someone said this is awkward to put in your pocket, so you don't want that. So you want to buy the new version, which is this one here. That's it. Dick Bartolo, Mads, Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. Happy trails!
Raise your hand if you thought that your phone was just going off earlier.
Oh, yes, I know. I know.
I was like, huh? Oh, I don't even have a phone in the house.
At this end, yes, exactly. Actually, this end and on that video. But it's One Take Theater. We cannot stop, no matter what.
It is against the law to stop.
It is against the law. Right.
Yes. So I really think that that's a fantastic travel gadget. I travel with a small device to tell the weight of my luggage.
Oh, right, okay.
And I do it because I pack up a booth whenever I go to mine fair. Can't think of that. There's too many Mindvention type things, and that's actually a convention in itself. Mindvention, Mindcon, and Mindfair are all separate Mindfair conventions. Oh my gosh, Minecraft conventions. And so yes, I use one of those. It doesn't have any extra function other than the weight. So it's kind of cool that it has a flashlight and a battery Now, if the battery runs out in the gadget, I assume that it can't tell weight anymore.
Oh, you know what? That's very interesting.
Yeah,
you're probably right, because it doesn't in the instructions. It doesn't say
two separate
that
batteries.
it doesn't say anything about replacing the battery for the scale.
Right.
So,
it's pretty good, and it's not that expensive at all.
It's not that expensive, actually. It's really nice looking.
Yeah.
The $19 one, their first one, this one is only $5 more. This thing clips on. It's really a semi-soft handle. So if you're interested in that, I would avoid the $20 one, which is the old version, and go the extra $5 and get the deluxe one.
Yeah, for sure. Do we have any idea if it has a max rating on pounds? How many pounds?
Yes, it was 110 pounds.
110, perfect. Okay, yeah. I hope to never be carrying a 110-pound luggage bag. You know, maxing
that would
out
be more
around...
than your airline ticket.
Exactly, for sure. Well, that's great. That's a fantastic little gadget.
It is. So now we're going to do something different. We're going to play the letters theme now, and then I'll tell you why.
Letters.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right. So we're going to do a do-over because of emails. All right. I'm just going to read two of them. Hi, guys. Wanted to let you guys know that I'm wondering why the egg cracker didn't work, because I bought one for my mom. It works as promised. There is an as seen on TV store here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada, and I love it. Angela Newhook. Another email. I saw this review on Amazon. According to this, you have to squeeze it slowly. Did you try it slowly? Apparently, if you go too fast, you end up crushing the egg. Give it a try and let us know what you found out. Thanks, Carl in Phoenix. So we're going to do a redo.
You weren't feeble enough. You were too strong.
Too strong and too fast. So we'll show you. Last week we showed you that when I cracked the egg, this is what happened. Okay, we pushed down on it.
Also,
and
it looks like the bottom part was supposed to be together, and it looks like it's already separated in this for some reason.
Oh yes, you know, you're absolutely right.
So
you know you're Yes, you're absolutely right. I don't know why it didn't close after the last egg.
Yeah. So, but we will give the egg cracker a second chance.
Yes. So let's look at that video.
Here is.
And we're doing it as.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, and following the directions of the people on Amazon.
Here we go.
Dick Bartolo, Man's Madness Writer, and the Giz Wiz, One Take Theater here
with a different hat too.
TV with a do-over.
Not quite as
of
nice.
Easy Cracker.
I like the dentist.
The egg cracker separator. Now we do a gadget every once in a while that brings a lot of comments. The comments on this ranged a lot of people going, "How hard is it to crack an egg?" To people saying, well, I gave one to my grandmother and it works perfectly. And someone forwarded this and said, look, it works great if used properly. You have to understand that one squeeze of the handle performs two separate actions. So squeeze slowly. The instructions from the company: put the egg in the Easy Cracker so that the short ends stick through. Hold the unit over a bowl. squeeze both handles together to crack the eggs. That's their directions. All right. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it slowly. This person said, if you squeeze hard, you'll crush the egg and make a mess. Also, Dennis thought that maybe we crushed both eggs because they were cold. So we have warmed these eggs. We actually sat on them for most of the day to warm them. All right. So it's a room temperature egg. Okay. Oh, we need something that I'll squeeze it into that. Is that okay? I squeeze it into this. Okay. All right. So we have it as evenly spaced as we can. So now let me just look those. When you start to squeeze, squeeze slowly, okay? Egg cracker, slowly
is killing me.
I squeeze. Pressing down on the egg. Oh my God. Oh my OMG.
OMG egg.
Okay.
New branding.
Well, we learned something. Now we're going to do an egg and we're going to do a separator. They don't tell you what to do with the shell.
Now try it with an onion.
We'll put the shell on a, I'll just put the shell here for now. All right, now we're going to put the egg separator in. All right, so I agree. This worked fine, okay? Be nice if the people who made it said that. Squeeze it slowly. All right, this is the egg separator. So now we're taking another egg.
Properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last time. It's not
we're putting it in
the best made thing.
Out the sides.
Yeah, it seems a little
and now
like
we're
little
pressing
cheap plastic.
Slowly. And we had success. We had success. All right, we separated the egg and the yolk is here. And just to get rid of it, I'm going to put it there. And getting the egg out is a pain in the neck, okay? So they don't show you that part on television. That came out better. If you buy one of these, it does work. How hard is it to crack an egg is what a lot of people wrote me and said, emailed me and said. But if you crack a lot of eggs, egg cracker does work. Do it slowly and figure out an easy way to get rid of the eggshells. Dickie Bartolo, Man's Man is
Does it do hard-boiled eggs too?
Oh, thank you, Dennis. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's what a good producer is
cameraman
for.
Producer
Yes.
reminded me that in the TV commercial, it shows that it cuts a hard-boiled egg shell right in half, all right? Hard-boiled egg, we're going to use the same thing. Pressing down, that holds the egg in place. And slowly I turned.
Wow!
And, oh, you know what? It did it. Except...
Yeah, you should take the egg separator off for the hard-boiled part.
Okay. This was a smallish egg, so if you had a bigger egg, it would be harder to get out. But... All right. So it worked doing both things. So we are color us impressed, but it's still kind of a mess. Dickie Bartolo, Man's Administrator, and the Giz Wiz. One take data here at gizwiz.tv. Bye.
The hard-boiled one is kind of impressive. Getting a hard-boiled egg.
The funny thing is, Dennis said, "Can I keep this up here? Because I'm going to make some deviled eggs for my French class." So I said, "Oh yeah," and then tonight he brought it down and said, "Well, I smashed all my hard-boiled eggs."
No.
So I guess it's a kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah.
And someone in the chat room is saying, "Does it matter about the size of the egg? It might."
Maybe.
I don't know. But if you had to crack a lot of eggs, and I guess if you do it slowly, and Chad had a good point there. I didn't realize that after I did the first egg, the handles didn't close all the way. So check that out.
So it's really hit or miss. It's
hit or
very
miss.
much.
Yeah. It's hit or miss,
Yeah.
and you know, for $12 to $25, if you don't crack a lot of eggs, it's
Right.
easy to pick a piece of shell out and save some money.
Or if you know that you can't crack eggs normally, and this
Oh,
is your
there you go.
only option, then sure, you know, that sort of thing.
Then exactly. So we listen to you when you send in emails, okay? So
Perfect.
we did it perfectly. Oh, so that brings us to none other than
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Get it. Okay, so it is the end of Garden Month, and I was happy it was Garden Month. It was a fun month, and also kind of got me to look again at my garden. And today's gadget is pretty simple. I recorded a video just earlier showing it off, so let's take it away. Hey Dickie D, so we are outside for the end of Garden Month, and we are checking out this little gadget right here. This is the
Ooh, I like
Orbit
it.
Water flow meter. You can see right there on the front of the device, it has a little readout with gallons. Now, right now, this is zeroed out because I haven't used it yet, and so we're just going to test it out right here. And the idea is that it will calculate how much water has flown through the device. You can see that there's two numbers, so there's a lifetime and a sort of like a session meter. So like how much is like just this one individual use, which is at top, and then the lifetime, which is at the bottom. So let me go ahead and just plug this into the water thing. So the top does have a piece that turns independently of the display, so you should be able to point the display to where you need it so that you can easily see. Now, both the top piece and the bottom piece are plastic, so if you have something that might chew into that plastic, it's not quite as durable as metal. We're just going to turn this on for just a bit. There we go. Not a super fast water flow. We don't want to waste too much water here. But you can see that the dial has already gone up just a bit. And this should be pretty waterproof, so I'm going to throw a little bit of water around it just to make sure that doesn't cause any issue. Oh, and then I accidentally hit the reset button. So if you click this button right here, that is the reset button. So you can see that I reset this out. And then over here, this is the select button. And if you want to get rid of that lifetime amount of water, you can click and hold that, and then it'll reset everything for you. So there you go. It's working pretty good. The battery inside is a CR2032, so a pretty common battery. And it was pretty inexpensive at that. In order to test this out, to see if it's actually accurate, I'm filling up a little tester right here. This is 2 quarts. Oops, need a little bit more actually inside of it. 2 quarts, there we go. And 2 quarts should be exactly half of a gallon. So I'm gonna throw this through here to see exactly how accurate it is. Okay, that was, well, it says 0.6. So it's pretty close. This was not really any filled up any more than just 2 quarts, so it's fairly accurate. The water flow meter also calculates in liters, not just gallons. So if you want to switch that, you can also switch the type of measurement unit that it measures in.
pretty
Sorry,
good.
I keep muting
what does
myself
that
because I
cost?
need to
Yeah,
blow
that's-
my nose. At Home Depot here locally, it cost $7.95,
Oh
so
my
$8,
gosh.
so pretty inexpensive. But looking online, I couldn't find it for that inexpensive. Here on Amazon, it's $16. Now, it does look a little
Wow.
bit different. The colors are a little different, and so maybe I still need to do a little bit more research to find one similar. But what's funny is there's also a lot that are more expensive. This one's $30 for
Oh my
the same
word.
thing, the exact same thing.
And you paid how much?
$8, $8, $7.95. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
So I thought this was a really nice gadget. If you're wondering how much water is running through your system, it's also nice because, I mean, it's just a hose attachment. So you could attach this after or before one of maybe your hose timer. If some people use a water sprinkler on a timer, you can attach it just right or before. Or after that.
Do you pay for water?
Yes. Yeah.
As part of
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's they get a water bill from I think the city. I don't remember. But yeah, so knowing exactly how much water is going through your system is good to know. And also, it's good to know. It's good to know just if you want to know how much you're using to help conserve more. Maybe to see if something's working or incorrectly working. And then also just to keep track for your own billing purposes for sure. On the back, there's just a thing with a humongous little Phillips or flathead, and you turn that, and that's where the CR2032.
There was a humming sound when it was running. Does
that was my right before the thing is a little thing to stop leaking. And if I put a small amount of water through it, it kind of makes a weird sound. But if it turns on all the way, it doesn't make any sound, and then it's off. Yeah, so yeah, that was my thing. Yeah, and you can kind of see in the middle, it's the device that it uses. There's just a little blade in there that spins, and however fast it spins is how it calculates the amount of water. And I haven't used it long enough to know how long the battery lasts, but it's just a pretty small, LCD screen, so I assume that it wouldn't be that much time.
And I see, does that say Orbit on it? Is that the brand?
Yes, Orbit. And Orbit's a pretty popular
brand.
I've
seen there a lot of their hoses and nozzles and stuff.
Yeah. Orbit's been out there for a little while. And also, it's nice that it does it in liters and in gallons. So you can find it online, or I found mine at Home Depot, and I'm sure that you could find them at Walmart or Lowe's, just about everywhere. So that was a good crappy corner. It's actually a good gadget for the crappy corner. And we'll be asking the patrons, the Patreon, later, what is the next theme for the month of April. So big thanks to our patrons. We're going to thank you a little bit more later on in the show. But with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, so we have a viewer video, and fans of the show know that the Gadget Warehouse is for your videos about anything to do with a gadget. We love it if it's old, but this is about new stuff, and our email is from someone who is actually in the chat room now, and this is his email. Hi, it's Chris in Kansas City, Eternal Ozzy in the chat room. I've been unemployed and bored and wondering if I could stream to Twitch or YouTube live without spending hundreds of dollars. These are 3 things that help me modernize my PC and achieve that goal. So, Chris, let's take a look at Chris's video.
Hey everybody, it's Chris in Kansas City. In the chat room, I am Eternal Ozzy, and I do not have the time to go into that right now, so that's a story for another time. I have bought 3 gadgets for my computer desk that each cost under $100, but have added a lot of value to my setup here. One of the first things I need to say is I use a very small desk. This guy's less than 3 feet across, and the reason I do that is if I have a big desk, I fill it with lots of crap. So
that's a good point.
Small space, so I needed to think, what can I fit here? All right. So the first thing I found, I was looking for speakers, but I couldn't find any speakers that were small enough and sounded decent enough to fit in my little setup here. So I ended up buying this little Insignia. It's called the Insignia Mini 2 soundbar. It's actually for a small television, and I bought it at Best Buy, obviously, because their brand name's Insignia. It's a nice little soundbar. It's 13 inches across, 2 inches tall, and it's 4 inches deep. and it has 3 different modes on it. It's got a standard mode, which is good for listening to music, nice general range of sound there. Theater, which gives you a little bit of a fake surround sound effect. And there's one that's called News, which is actually very terrible, and it makes everything sound like it's underwater. So I'm not sure why that one's there. This little guy I got on sale for $50. It's regularly $89, but it was a perfect little replacement for using speakers. The speakers in my 4K monitor that I have from Dell actually sound quite terrible. The monitor itself is nice, but the sound is terrible, so that's why I ended up buying this little sound bar. My next item I got, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, this microphone is called the Neewer NW700 compressor mic. This is the mic I'm talking to you right now. I got this guy in a kit from Amazon. It was the mic, the arm, and an actual phantom power supply, because this is actually phantom powered because it's an actual compressor mic. I got all of that for on sale for $80. It's obviously not high mic quality, but when you pay that little for it, it actually works really well with streaming to YouTube or Twitch or recording on your OBS software. I actually had to consult an expert on YouTube to figure out how to set up my microphone. But it got rid of some of the background noise and all my levels where they needed to be, because it sounded really crappy at first, and I was really disappointed until I found these instructions on YouTube. And finally, the third thing I got, well, I bought a new mic, so obviously I need a new set of earphones. These earphones are pretty cool. They were less than $25. I think I spent like $23 on them, and I just rolled the dice with these. They had just a few reviews that they sounded okay, but they completely go over your ears, and they actually tilt up and down, or side to side and up and down, so they do cover your ears. They do hold the sound in really well, so your sound's not being projected out into your microphone while you're gaming or streaming or talking or Facebooking or whatever the kids do these days. I guess they don't Facebook. So these guys, like I said, for $23, and they work really good with the setup. So overall, I'm very happy with my 3 little gadgets. The Insignia Mini 2.0 soundbar, which has really good sound and does have a remote control. I didn't mention that before. And it does have a Bluetooth capability, so you can you connect it to anything Bluetooth you want. The Neewer NW700 microphone, like after some, setup in the settings and everything, playing with the OBS software, it got to sounding really good, to the point what you hear now. And then my little Tascam TH02 earphones, which fit on my head really well and get over my ears and sound great. So this video is a little longer than most of the videos we do it here at the Giz Wiz, but these were 3 items I bought during my unemployment because I had lots of time on my hands and a little extra money, which doesn't make any sense, but oh well. This is Chris in Kansas City signing off.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
That's great. So now he can do a podcast and compete with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. The Neewer, seems really compelling. We've actually shown off something before from Neewer. I always just called it Neewer.
I always call it Newer, too.
Neewer, yeah. The thing that jumps to mind is actually this gadget right here, which was a little microscope that you could attach to your cell phone. And I loved this gadget, fell in love with it, and used it all over the place. And every once in a while I'll find it floating around and then I'll reattach it to my phone and go look at stuff, because I think it's just really, really, really cool. And then I went and found that on Amazon, and sure enough, it is way inexpensive for what you get. For $32, you get a boom arm, which just in itself would be $32.
Yes, exactly.
You get a pop filter, you get a desk clamp, the cable, the holder for the microphone, and everything. And it may, this may actually be a different thing, because it looked like it had a little amp for the because it's a phantom microphone here. This is probably what he got. So maybe $42 in total, $10 extra. Tons of stuff right there. That's pretty incredible for that price.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that is a nice thing to remember, because all the time. People are audio is so important. Audio is more important, in my opinion, than video. So really cool that all of that is included. And great video. Very, very
Yeah,
good video.
so Chris gets issue of Mad Magazine, one of those 35-plus-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures. And if you live in the U.S., you can get them too. If you live anywhere else in the world, I will physically sign one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures, scan it, and email it to you, print it out, and it looks like it's the original. So send us a video, 2 to 3 minutes. We like them. Chris had a lot of info there, so we let it run a bit longer. So 1 to 3 minutes, make a video, anything to do with a gadget. This was fascinating. Someone buying 3 new gadgets to help them get into podcasting or
Twitch
talking
streaming
with people.
or
Twitch stream,
online
YouTubing.
entertainment.
Exactly. Online. You're right. We should, you and I should think about doing that someday.
Yeah, right after we start our first Kickstarter campaign, for sure.
Yes, we will. We're
For
going to get
sure.
into entertainment. I
Yeah,
think that's
I
what
like
we're
it.
missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, an entertaining
We have the mic.
bit. Yeah.
We have the mic, and
Yeah.
I have that little the thing with the light on it that makes the pictures. I have one
Yeah.
of those,
Uh-huh.
and I got that rod thing that's screwed into. I have the same things he has.
Yeah. But
And
we
the,
need entertainment. That's
entertainment.
that's
We have to
the
get
thing,
some.
next thing.
That's
Okay.
the thing.
Okay.
That's the. That's what we're missing. We're going into year 4, and just before the show,
Eureka!
Chad was saying, we're starting year 4. What does the show need? And Chris solved it.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so make a little video, put it on YouTube. There's a little drop-down menu if you only want us to see the video, or people that you send the link to. Click unlisted and send us the video. And I think Chris's video was, the last one we have in house. I think I have one more from Mo, who is a frequent contributor to the show. But if you're a new person and haven't contributed, or you're somebody's famous mom, a mom of a famous person, you could make a video and send it to us. And
Yeah.
we'll be happy to show it. Yeah.
It's awesome also
Oh,
to
it
see...
goes...
yeah, where do
I was
those
just
go?
gonna say, it goes to mail at gizwiz.tv.
It's
I'm
fantastic to see the names in the chat room in person. There's so many people that I want to see videos from. Nilba.
Yeah, and he was so set up there that I don't even know how to do that. I do not know how to make a video with myself in the corner.
There
Now, I
you
know
go.
Chad knows how to do it with his cat in
Yeah.
each corner and Charlie in another corner.
Lots of
Chris
treats, lots of training to get your cats to be perfectly
To
positioned. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
to
exactly.
sit in the corner. All right,
yeah,
so
and
we did our letter already. All letters.
Letters over with. So it's time to give a big old thank you to our patrons. Patreon.com/GizWiz is our Patreon page. And there we are supported by our patrons. It's kind of Patreon, patrons. It's a little confusing sometimes. But our patrons have pledged that they will give a certain amount every episode that we make, and we want to give a huge thank you to you guys for helping support the Giz Wiz. We seriously couldn't do it without you. And if you enjoy the Giz Wiz, consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Some people don't want to give a reoccurring payment every episode, just a single donation. That's totally fine. GizWiz.tv. Click on the Patreon tab at the top and then find the PayPal link on that page. Thank you guys so much for your support. From the bottom of our hearts to yours. Thank you so much for supporting this show. Get on over to gizwiz.biz and play What the Heck Is It? We have a month, still another month to figure out what the heck it is. So you're halfway through this gadget, but don't waste any time. Get on over to gizwiz.biz and play.
And
What the
there
Heck
is
It?
probably the first look at the Mad cover.
Yes, the new Mad. I might have to censor this. Whoops, I'm
So
saving
the
it.
Mad has a new logo, and I'm in it, but I've not seen the complete issue yet. It is a new logo, and it is starting with Mad #1. So the version that's coming out of California, Mad moved in December. And I believe I think this is supposed to be Alfred saying it's issue number 1.
Oh yes, that's the
that's
the
what
one
the
finger.
is.
Yes,
Yep,
it's
exactly.
that makes sense. Okay. And so you're playing for that magazine, and here is the gadget, the full gadget, nothing but the gadget. And you know what? I realized what it is. I realized it is a.
You're so good at this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it is a like a crutch, like a splint for your finger. If you hurt your finger when showing off the Mad issue, the number 1 issue, if you get it hurt in some way, it's a little splint.
You must have some medical background.
Yeah, you know they. Yeah, I took some medicine once. Yeah. And if you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. It's 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, but 12 Double the Mad magazines for funny, hilarious, clever, interesting, and creative answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. If you want to subscribe to the show or catch us live, gizwiz.tv is the place to go. We have all of our previous episodes up there, and you can also catch us live just about every Thursday at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. We'd love to have you here and join us for the show. Love reading the chat room. Our staff writers, which we don't pay anything at all to, are here in the chat room. And so we want to give them a big thanks for joining us.
A fun, wacky bunch.
Yes. Fantastic. Love you guys, and see you next episode.
I'll be here. All right. So we just need, happy birthday to Captain J.
Happy birthday, Captain J.
So we need a title. Dun, dun, bum.
I pay them. The staff writers that pay us.
Yes, that's right. Dum, bum, bum. We had the
I can make it go up by just blowing through it.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I'm up to 0.4 gallons. There we go.
Oh, that's so funny. That's very funny. Bum, bum.
Someone said OMG egg. The OMG egg. When it actually cracked.
Oh,
we could do
quacking. We cracked something with shell. We're shell shocked. We're egg cracking good. Re-egged. Eggs 2, the sequel. Giving it another crack.
I love that. Giving it another crack.
There you go.
Thanks, Eternal
Eternal
Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he's
perfect. Here, let me turn. I just noticed that my AC is on.
Oh, okay.
I noticed that I'm comfortable, and I have to turn that off. Here we go.
And I'm going to get my thing to hold up for
Perfect.
the picture. 1 second.
Perfect.
Bum, bum, bum.
Given with an apostrophe it another crack.
Okay, photo.
Okay, here I'm gonna record the intro.
Yep, do that.
What? Actually, you know what? Let's take a photo now because my AC is still on.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Cool.
Perfect.
Here we go. Okay, 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1668, recorded Thursday, March 29th, 2018. Giving it another crack. Cool.
All right. Who asked about the... yeah, Conky Mad's changed their logo a few times. Okay. So this is probably the 4th time that the new Mad... Actually, the new Mad is a takeoff on the original, the very first Mad logo, which was block letters but slightly rounded, so they sort of made them very straight for this. Our chat room, I'll see you Saturday for Leo, and then a Giz Fizz PM, and then we're on Thursdays for a while.
Fantastic.
Chad, feel better. You really
Thanks.
rallied around for the show.
Yeah.
Now you can.
I always
you
take
can
like
crash.
double the acetaminophen right before the
Okay.
show.
Okay. Yeah, I have a big bottle of aspirins that are dated at the end of this month, so I have to take like 50 a day. try and get rid of them before they expire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, chat. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Cool.
Bye.
See ya.
Happy
Bye,
birthday.
chat room. Thanks for being
Take
here.
care.
See ya. Thanks,
Bye.
Eternal Ozzy. Bye.
Take care, Chad.